friends. I'll be going to live now, and I will not be using the telephone. So yeah, you can join through the screen. All right. Okay, sir. Okay, allow me to call you after the live broadcast. I will. All right, thank you, sir. All right, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. This is 8:22 p.m. Nigerian time. Today is Thursday, the first day of January 2026. What is actually going on in Nigeria? What is actually going on? It is so unfortunate that yesterday being the New Year Day, a lot of things transpired that is not pleasant to the ear. I look at the graphics, the video graphics coming out from Plateau State. It's so unfortunate that, people are still dying like that in Plateau State, killing people just for nothing. Just for nothing. There is no cause for that killing apart from the sole agenda that these people have. When you turn to Kwara State, you see a lot of things that transpired, including the kidnap of a monarch. You know, when they visit any community, they kidnap the head of the community. You know what that means? It means that they have taken over the community. But that is not what we are going to look into today. Let us look into what transpired yesterday, because yesterday the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has declared that Israel will open a new war, a new front of war. He described it as a new front aimed at protecting Christian communities across Africa and the Middle East, including Nigeria. He said that this is Judeo-Christian civilization, that it is just aimed to fight against the extremists, that this is a global problem, that this is not all about American problem or Middle East problem or Africa problem or Nigeria's problem, that this is a global problem, that they are going to form a coalition like NATO kind of coalition to fight against these extremists globally. He was making this statement on Wednesday. The speech was delivered on Wednesday, and this video was also uploaded on Israeli Prime Minister's official YouTube channel, so you can also go there to confirm it. He was addressing the audience he identified as Christian Zionists. Netanyahu said support was central to the emergence and survival of Israel, noting that Christian Zionism facilitated the rise and success of Jewish Zionism. So, with this, Israel is officially joining the United States in campaign against what they called extremist and terrorism agenda in Africa, and their focus is Nigeria. Take a listen.
You are representatives of the Christian Zionists who made Jewish Zionism possible. It's hard for me to conceive the emergence of the Jewish state, the re-emergence of the Jewish state, without the support of Christian Zionists in the United States, also in Britain, but the main thrust was in the United States in the 19th century. So Christian Zionism facilitated the rise and success of Jewish Zionism. And it's been an enormous partnership since then. I've known some of you. Mike, how long have we known? Since we were teenagers, something like that? A long time.
46 years.
46 years, since we were a little more than teenagers. But I can say that we have no better friends, and I mean that sincerely. You have stood by us through thick and thin, and now we're challenged by new challenges, but equally with new opportunities. We've fought, as you know, a seven-front war, and we've come out in many ways victorious. But there's an eighth front, and that's the front for the hearts and minds of people, especially young people in the West, and for me, especially in the United States, and for me, especially on the conservative wing of the United States. And I think it's not just Israel's battle. I think it's our common Judeo-Christian civilizational battle, and I think we have to engage in that battle as forcefully, with as much resolution as we engage the other 7 fronts. I think it affects not only Israel, it affects America, it affects our alliance, it affects the future of Western civilization. And I don't think I'm exaggerating one bit. I have here my colleagues, Israel's ambassador to the United States, to the United Nations, our consul general in New York, our consul general in Miami, and every one of my delegation. We feel that this is a theater that has to be engaged with great force. Who's to engage in us? In this? It's us. It's you and us. And we have to, we have to be, I think we have to stand up and be counted. They have to hear our voice. There are some people who believe that, that faith should be silent and terrorism should be understood. No. Faith should speak its voice and terrorism should be confronted, not understood, confronted and defeated. And that is what we're engaged in right now. So I want you to know that I spoke with President Trump yesterday. I said this publicly too. I see the battle against us and the battle against our Judeo-Christian tradition basically being waged around the globe. And it's waged primarily by 2 forces, radical Shiite Islam and radical Sunni Islam. That means the axis that is led by Iran, much battered, admittedly, but still there, and the axis, the Sunni axis, led by the Muslim Brotherhood, which permeates everything. They go to Europe, they go to the United States, they go to Africa, Nigeria. And we are conscious of the fact that Christians are being persecuted across the Middle East, in Syria, in Lebanon, in Nigeria, in Turkey, and beyond. And we're also aware of the fact, as you are, that one country protects the Christian community, enables it to grow, defends it, and makes sure that it thrives. And that country is Israel. There is no other. None. We are joining an effort to have basically a United Nations of countries that support Christian communities around the world, beleaguered communities who deserve our help. Just as you are helping us, we want to help back. And we're capable of doing that. In Africa with intel, in the Middle East with a lot of means that I won't itemize each one. But this is what our agenda is. It's the main part of our agenda, and it's going to continue with greater force and greater might in this coming year. I want to use this opportunity to wish you all, well, it's kind of...
All right, this is what our agenda is in this coming year, 2026, and we are doing it with all our might. I want to set the record straight. I know that there are misreactions right from the moment the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu made this statement that was yesterday. A lot of people have been talking a lot of things, People have different opinion and you can't take away people's opinion from them. This is what makes every one of us different. But what I'm trying to say in this video is that I don't want anybody to blame US for what will happen in Nigeria. I don't want anybody to blame Israel for what is going to happen in Nigeria. I want you to warn your politicians, warn people who imported terrorists into the country. I want you to warn those people who have been boasting on national television that they imported militias, they imported terrorists from around the country, and they want to arrest their violence culture. I want you to warn your politicians who invited Nakurawa terrorists to teach Sokoto people on how they should then, how to eat, how to dress, like the dictates of Sharia. I want you to blame your politicians who have been sponsoring Boko Haram, who have been inducting Boko Haram members into the Nigerian forces, including the police, the military, and so on and so forth. I want you to blame people who allow the military to be infiltrated by Boko Haram. I want you to blame people who coordinate the kidnap of Chibok girls, Dapchi girls, Catholic school girls in Niger State. Helicopter that was painted green, white, and green was up monitoring the kidnap of school children. And after that, no, this is politics taken too far. Any agenda that is coming from this angle, it is already taken too far. You know why I'm trying to tell you this? A lot of people are going to say different things entirely. Different things entirely. Now, This was yesterday that the Israeli Prime Minister, made this speech. Do you remember the speech he made on the 24th day of December 2025? And what happened next on 25 was seeing the United States striking terror targets in Sokoto State. This was the exact statement he made on 24th day of December 2025.
And Muslim militant displacement and attacks against Christians in Nigeria, that too must end. And it must end now.
That was the exact statement. And after that statement, the following day, we woke up to see that Mr. Guns Ablazing have, fired 12 Hallmark missiles into Sokoto State in Lakurawa ISIS-linked terror group's targets. Now, the whole story comprising the terror, like the whole story about the terrorism in Nigeria, if you understand it, you will believe what I know, that there is no government that will come in Nigeria that will be able to solve this. Why? Because these are the part of the people. Like I gave you an example. I said I was listening to Christopher Musa when he was CDS on Chinese television, when he was telling us that Nakurawa terrorists, that they were invited by the government. They invited Nakurawa, that Nakurawa was not violent when they came, that Nakurawa was their friends when they came. Then after some times, the Nakurawa terrorists started doing violence, and that was the reason why they proscribed it to be terrorist organization. I did an investigation. I did a documentary that I'm yet to publish now about these Nakurawa terrorists. I discovered that these people were imported to teach Sharia. And after coming to teach Sharia, they saw that Nigeria is not ready for a Sharia state. That is the reason why they started bombing. They started killing and dictating for people how to live and so on and so forth. The same thing happened with the issue of Boko Haram. A Boko Haram member was appointed as a commissioner of religious affairs for the implementation of Sharia in today's Borno state by Ali Modu Sheriff. They appointed Boko Haram as a commissioner of religious affairs. Now, Boko Haram members were happy that Nigeria is about to fall under the Islamic rule of Sharia. Then, the Boko Haram member, after attending the next meeting, they were all talking about Kiwa Barawiri, something like that, how to share money, how to give contract to people. But Boko Haram member said, no, this is haram. We can't be part of this shit. These people are not ready for total Sharia. That was what transpired. Boko Haram started fighting, killing people. So all these things were imported by people. Now, Bauchi state governor, Tinubu gripped him. I don't want to put mouth in their family's affair. Tinubu government already accused him of sponsoring terrorism. They already picked his commissioner of finance for, sponsoring terrorists. The Commissioner of Finance is already in EFCC custody. EFCC already published that they are holding the Commissioner of Finance, Bauchi State, for terrorism financing. These are the kind of shit we see in Nigeria. So I don't want anybody, maybe tomorrow, to come out to begin to blame the Prime Minister of Israel, to blame Trump, that look at, they want to scatter Nigeria. Your politicians have already scattered this country beyond repair. Beyond repair. They have already scattered this country. This is a kind of country you see someone like Sheikh Ahmed Gumi coming out to tell you that the terrorists are going nowhere. The terrorists are going nowhere, that these are their people. I understand what Sheikh Gumi is saying. These are their people. They invited them. They are working for them. What else do you want? These are our people. They are not playing with it. They really mean business with it. These are our people. They are not going nowhere. They share the same value with them. They understand the same scripture with them. They understand the way of life of these people is the same thing with theirs. By the way, they actually wanted these people to help them to implement Sharia. And it fails. That is the reason why we are here. Look at some monarchs of Yoruba descent were kidnapped yesterday, New Year Day. Monarchs are being carried like chickens. And you see someone today telling you that, listen, we are opening a new war front in Nigeria to protect Christians in Nigeria, in Africa, and everywhere. from around the world. I told you that Nigeria, I made this video last week, if you can remember that. Nigeria is on the table for decision. I made the video. If you remember when I made the video, I want you to comment, I remember. Okay, let me see if some people really remember the video. I made a video that was getting to 1 week. I said, Nigeria is on the table for decision. How many of you remember the video? Now, you should understand what I was talking about then, okay? Because I was aware of the meeting, before meeting, that they came openly to talk about. I was aware about, the decision reached. Nigeria is already on the table. And the reason why these people are doing this is because they have gathered enough intelligence that you don't know about. Babada Tia Ahmed's brother leaked this secret on Arise News. There is an interest to annex Nigeria into a terror stronghold. And if Nigeria is totally captured, because Nigeria have been captured already, if Nigeria is totally captured and they started using Nigerian resources and everything for terrorism, America will be in trouble. Israel will be in trouble. So I know a lot of you will say, what is the business of Israel? What is the business of America? No, they have business in all these things, because what is going on in Nigeria is a global problem. This is a global problem. Go to UK, go to America, go to everywhere. They are doing the same thing. So I am happy about this. A lot of people who don't understand international politics may not be happy about this. They might not understand what is going on because, okay, look at this. It's already 2 decades. All this killing, every now and then, we see people sponsoring insecurity. They are in government. They are in this, like, everybody knows what is going on, but nobody wants to come straight because this is a court. Let me tell you, Aso Rock is not the seat of power in Nigeria. There is a power beyond Aso Rock in Nigeria, and it is called a Kaba. And this Kaba is not the Kaba you know, people who are in the cabinet of a president. No, that is not the Kaba. There is a Kaba that is in charge of Nigeria, and Aso Rock is not the seat of power. There is a court called Kaba. Why is it that people imported terrorists into the country? Even your activists, fear will not let them to mention it. Fear will not let your activists to mention that terrorists were imported into the country. They can't dare it because of this Kaba. They decide who ruled Nigeria. So this shit can't continue like this. Importing terrorists upon terrorists and so on and so forth. The other time, the military ruler of Niger Republic was accusing Tinubu that Tinubu is using Lakurawa terrorists to blow up Niger Republic pipeline. These are the kind of shit we hear. No, this should not continue. It should not continue. So that is the reason why I'm saying, don't blame Israel. Don't blame America. Don't blame any country. Don't blame anybody at all who said, I am going to come into, because this world is ruled by interest, not by law. There is no law on earth. I'm sorry to say this, but when it comes to international politics, there is no law. What we have is interest. Okay? What we have is interest. So, no matter what you think about this, let me know your opinion. So, we'll be bringing in our guest. Share with us what you think about this prevailing situation. Know that as I'm saying this, what I'm thinking could be totally different from yours. Okay, you have your opinion, right? I have my own opinion, and my opinion is based on what I know and not what I hear. Or I don't know where your opinion is based on. Maybe what you are hearing. So what I'm saying right now is from what I know, not what I hear. So think about your opinion. Where is it coming from? Is it what you are hearing or what you know? Don't forget that it is only what you know that can set you free. All right, Mr. Cyril. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Can you do me a favor by unmuting yourself? Let me see if I can do it from here. No, I couldn't. Mr. Cyril, you can unmute yourself. Are you there? If you are not, we can bring in another person. So don't forget that you can join us through the link on the comment section. It seems that Mr. Cyril is not on board here. Okay, no problem. Let's bring in another person.
Actually, Mr. Marcel, I'm here.
Okay, no problem.
Actually, I'm here.
Thanks for joining us. Good evening.
Thank you for your good works. Thank you for the enlightenment.
All right.
I look forward every day to see your updates and your posts. Thank you so much.
All right, sir. Please quickly share with us what you think about the declaration of the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu about the current situation in Nigeria. Though he did not say only Nigeria, he is also talking about the whole Africa and also the Middle East, that wherever Christians are being persecuted, he said Judeo-Christianity, that there is this, this fight against them. And I see what he's saying is true. It's a global problem. What is your opinion? What do you know about it?
From the first day you gave this information, although I saw it from other bulletins, from other headlines, I saw it, but the details you gave, the perspective you gave to it, made me I got more details. I'm not really gathering from all the information and the details we get. We see that Nigeria is no longer about Trump or about the issue in Nigeria, concerning Nigeria, is no longer about Trump or America. It's about sort of global concern of those who cares, of those who. It's about power now. It's about control of power, because from the understanding or from the gathering I myself made, I saw that these terrorists, the ISWAP, all of them from the Middle East, they're shifting base. And the Nigeria and Sub-Saharan Africa seem to be a fertile ground for them to base, and they establish their base so as to tap from the natural resources and even enhance their evil acts. So look at it that if they are allowed to conquer Sub-Saharan Africa as they are trying to push, America, Israel, and the other top world powers who have been fighting them will not be safe, because they have both the manpower, the resources, the environment to plot their act and carry it out. So it is better as both America and the Israel is collaborating now to use their own resources and the information intelligence to tackle it head on before it even becomes a global threat. It is only Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa now, but if time is not taken, in the next 5-6 years, it's gonna be a global threat to everybody. So I love what Israel is doing. And of course, Israel can't move to war without America backing them. I love what Israel is doing. I myself, I'm of the support of that. I love what he's doing, and I pray they should be swift and sweet, like Trump rightly said. That's my opinion. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Cyril, I will allow you to go so that I would direct the question to another guest, because we have a lot of people waiting over there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. All right. Mr. Greg, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, Mazi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
I know you have been with us from the beginning. Please, can you hear me very well?
Yeah, I'm listening, yeah.
All right. I know you have been with us from the beginning. We are gathering public opinion. Like, what do you have to say about this issue of Benjamin Netanyahu saying that he's joining Trump in a global campaign against terrorism that is being targeted against Judeo-Christians from around the world? So what do you think, or how do you evaluate that statement or speech?
Well, my brother, this case is the case that the whole world is aware of. For my own side, the America and Israel have been waited for a long time. For me, it's getting too late for them. Their reaction now is, for me, is a little bit late. Because I know Mazi Nnamdi can raise this issue, warned America and the Western world. Simon Ekpa warned the Western world that this threat is not just because of the Igbo people or the Biafra, but this is an international problem and they should not keep quiet. So, but where we have problem is the Eastern and the so-called Christian politicians are corrupt. They are only busy gathering power and money, and their people are being enslaved into Islam. They don't care. So, for me, it's a very welcome statement, and it's getting a little bit late. They should not wait. So anything Israel and America can do, and the Western world can do to quench this evil that brought into Nigeria and to the Biafra Christians, they should hurry up to do it. Because when a governor come and tell you that we went all the whole Africa and invited all the Fulanis to come into Nigeria, and all the Eastern politicians are following them to grab money, and they're grabbing power and the people's land and properties. And our people are only grabbing money and power to humiliate their own citizens that are being suffered for the same Fulanis. And these Eastern politicians and West politicians keep quiet. So what do you expect if you are a real person, a real Southerner, a real Christian, and when you hear this kind of statement, for me, it's getting too late. They should not wait for, they don't need more time to waste. So any action, Israel, America, any person that is concerned can do for now to rescue the innocent Christians in any part of the world. They should do it. There is no need of wasting time, my brother. Thank you.
All right. Sorry, I muted myself before. So what you are saying is that you are fully in support to what the Israeli Prime Minister said, right?
100%. 100% is getting too late. People are dying every day.
All right.
For the past 2 years, there is no day you open Nigerian news, radio, or television that you will not hear that people are being massacred. So tell me anywhere in the world that this kind of human beings have been lost their life. No place in the world except in Nigeria. And the politicians are, even Tinubu is accomplice as well. Tinubu know the problem from the one, and he know all these problems, but he's just pretending. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Okay, before we go to safety, Mr. Obono, good evening. Thanks for joining us. You can unmute yourself and answer some questions about this current situation. Are you there, Mr. Obono? Okay, because of the okay, I seen you are driving. No problem. Let us go to the next person over there. Safety dot. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, brother Okocha, and well done for the good job you are doing, balanced reporting. You are well appreciated. We follow you and we trust whatever comes from you. And we pray that God will continue to strengthen you to bring information that will liberate our people from this shackle of terrorism that we have found ourselves.
Thank you. All right. Just as we are discussing, we are talking about Israeli Prime Minister saying that they are opening new war fronts to confronting those who are, wanting to annihilate Christians, Judeo-Christians. So what do you have to say about this, especially when it concerns Nigeria? Don't forget, bro, about 2 days ago, there was a news I published that Nigeria joined the Council of Islamic State, condemning Israel for recognizing Somaliland. And in that video, I am saying that Nigeria should understand international politics very well. The reason why Switzerland is very powerful today is because they understand international politics of neutrality. It's not everything you are going to put your mouth. So what do you have to say on about this? Where is Benjamin Netanyahu coming from?
Thank you very much for making reference even to that statement made by Jordan on behalf of the Islamic countries. First and foremost, I want to say that what Benjamin Netanyahu just said is just the way to go right now, even though it is late, just like the previous speaker just said. It is coming late, but it's better late than never. But the issue is that we all understand that this terrorism, it's all about Islamization. And I also want us to know that Islamization is all about land grabbing, acquisition of territories from indigenous owners. This is the real background to all the terrorism we are seeing. Terrorism is just not there because they just want to kill people. They want to do that so as to take over territories from indigenous people that may be occupying such territories. And that's exactly what we have seen playing out in Nigeria. I'm happy that the world's attention has been drawn to Nigeria since we have been suffering this over the years. I'm so happy about it. And what Benjamin Netanyahu just said is just the way to go. But my own point is this. I just want to appeal to world leaders to understand that to really be able to fight this cause in a country like Nigeria, to fight that effectively, the smaller the unit you're fighting is, the better it is. Look at what is going right now after the Christmas Day bombing of the Northwest by the United States. You can see that these terrorists are trooping down south, and that is going to make it much and extremely difficult to fight this battle. You can see what happened last night, even in Ondo State, where communities were attacked by these people. And these people are not indigenous to Ondo State. They are not even indigenous to the Southwest. They are not indigenous to any part of the South. They are coming all the way from the North to come and be wreaking this havoc in the South. Now, like I was saying, to really be able to fight this, the world leaders should look at breaking Nigeria into smaller units. That is the way it's going to be much easier to fight this. Because if Nigeria is broken into smaller units, into indigenous nations, you will realize that most of these terrorists that are down south, they will leave that place once they realize that new countries has emerged. They will leave the south and they will rush back to the north, which means they will be concentrated in the north and it will be easy to fight this battle. I'm saying this for world leaders to understand that, look, Nigeria is so complex. And the way Nigeria is structured, it is easier for them to troop from the north and start hiding among the people down south. In order to really fight this, the strategy should be to break Nigeria. That Nigeria is an establishment of the British in the interest of the British. And that business interest of the British is no longer what we have today. So therefore, since Nigeria is no longer under colonization, as it was there, there is no need for that existence that is now becoming an ideal problem to the global community. Therefore, world leaders should look into Nigeria, break it down into its smaller units. The indigenous people will be able to chase these people out of the forest, and they will go back to their country up north, where it will be easy to attack them where they are concentrated. That is just my contribution, Brother Okocha. God bless you. Thank you so much.
All right. I could not stop you on the way because I was understanding what you just said, what you were saying. So thank you very much. That is a very good point of view towards this problem. Thank you very much. All right. Because of people, so many people have on the screen, we are going to remove you to add other people again, okay?
Awesome, brother. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Mighty Dot, thanks for joining us. You can unmute yourself and talk to us.
Hey, Mazi Okocha, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Happy New Year. According to the Gregorian calendar.
I wish you the same. It seems you are driving, right?
Yes, I am. But,
I'm concerned about your safety. I don't know if you can.
I am fine. I have my earpiece on.
Okay. So be careful about that. Life first.
Yeah, I mean the road is better here, not like that hellhole where
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for the concern. Yeah.
Okay. I really wanted to ask you a question like you have seen the world interest now, the decisions they have made about Nigeria and so on and so forth. The question I want to put to you is this. Now, coming to take away these terrorists, I know that it's not the only option by the America or the Israel or whoever it may concern about Nigeria. What do you think that should be done to permanently end the death of people? Now, don't forget my own interest. I believe that one soul is greater than a country, like the unity of a country. Instead of people to be dying anyhow, anything that is going to bring peace and everlasting peace is what I am after. So, what do you have to say, or what do you derive from this world interest on Nigeria about this current situation?
Yeah, thank you, my brother, for the question, and those that have contributed. Some have said a very nice put a very nice point. I have a few points that I'm going to make in response to your question. Like you said, and I'm in that same school of thought as you, that Nigeria is not viable. But first of all, I wanted to ask you a question. I'm going to answer your question. But Mazi Okocha, do you believe that Nigeria is not real? It's not a real country.
The question is something that from the president to the down part of everyone in Nigeria knows about it. Yes, everybody knows about it. So it's
not real. It's like it's something you see in the movie. Like it's not real at all. And
everybody, I'm sorry to tell you this. Everybody in the top position of power today believe that Nigeria will not work, or they don't believe in one Nigeria in 1990s. Go and fact check what I'm saying, including your president Nnamdi. At the time he said, "I don't believe in one Nigeria." So everybody knows that this is not it.
So then why do people continue to hang on to this? Nigeria, to answer your question, the solution is to everybody to go according to cultural base. People that have dissimilar interests, people that have the same ideology. Ideology is what makes a people. A nation is being built by ideology. How can I have ideology? You and I have ideology of going to the moon, of building rockets, of building airplanes. And then the people you are sharing the country have ideology of rearing cattle, walking with their cattle on your streets. They have ideology of killing you, coming to possess your land, because they believe that one motherfucker, Allah, somewhere told them that your land belongs to them. This is the problem. And my brother, for those who keep crying, responding that Israel came late. My brothers, Israel don't owe you any goddamn shit. When Israel was fighting their own, you did not go to help them. You're supposed to fight for your land. Look at what is happening in Syria right now. Look at what is happening in Iran today. Fight against this terror family. This religion of terror that came from Lebanon and enslaved the indigenous people in Iran. Today they are rising up The women are throwing out their hijabs. They are rising against this. So it's a global fight. Few years ago, I was telling people, I said, America and Europe, the West, they know they are watching these people. There is a report that came out. They know that these people, that Islam are making a move to conquer the world. Many in Europe, they are planning to multiply in number. They are trying to overtake the world by population. They come into America, one family. Before you know it, they'll bring their parents, they'll bring their cousin. Before you know it, family of 4 turn out to become family of 8, 12 in a very short period of time.
All right,
America
summarize.
knew this. Okay, they were watching them, and now they have decided to fight back. Everywhere in Europe, these people are beginning to raise their ugly head. Now the fight has begun. I don't care what anybody, any propaganda against Israel or America. This is the 2 countries that is spearheading the fight against jihad in the world right now. And they need to be supported. Nigeria is on the table, as you said it. Nigeria must end. When they recognize Somaliland, Israel, everybody is crying. Even the Yorubas, which I don't know what is their problem. I don't know what is the problem of the Yoruba, what they really want. Many of them are crying, supporting the Fulanis.
You must not generalize it.
My brother, I'm speaking what I see. I am speaking from what I see. So
what about Igbo politicians?
Igbo, my brother, Igbo politicians, those ones are there. They are not our people. Oh. I'm telling you.
Are you going to banish them? Are you going to banish them?
I'm telling you, as Biafra is coming, we will be recognized soon as Somaliland is recognized.
Okay, my brother.
We are going to get rid of those people. They are not going to exist in our land because they have done us harm.
All right,
so,
all right.
I know.
We have exhausted your time.
Yeah, 1 second. Everybody needs to put hands together right now. Let's use this opportunity to get what we want. We need Biafra so that we can build a future that our children's children will love. Let's join hands together.
All right, but one thing I want to tell you, one thing I want to tell you is that when you are saying we need Biafra, I still want you to say that we really need to, have a decision to allow ethnic nationalities to go in their separate ways. Because for me, at the end, this is not only about Biafra, it's for everybody. Because if only one nationality breaks away from Nigeria, the problem remains with the rest people as well. So we are talking about generational something. Like sometimes I do sit down, I started thinking, if this thing continue, how will 20 years be in Benue? How will next 50 years be in Plateau? The Southern Kaduna people, how would they be from now till next 100 years? Like I used to think about all these things because a lot of people are just seeing what is going on now. They refuse to think about how will my children feel tomorrow? Where will my children call their home tomorrow? They don't think about that. This is the problem with Africans that is making us to be underdeveloped. Anyway, we have exhausted your time. I really appreciate you for...
I know, but let me respond with what you just said. Is it that if you want freedom, you get freedom, right? People, we are fast fighting for Biafra right now. If these people want their freedom, let them rise up and fight for it right now.
They are doing. They are doing. Excuse me, my brother. Okay. I said something from the beginning of this book. I said the way you do things is different from the world does. That is why we are different people. The way you think is different from the way other people think. Remember that these are the same people who went to America, who went to US to petition. They drew Trump back to Nigeria. I'm talking about Benue people. Their bishop, one Catholic bishop from Benue, one Catholic bishop from Benue traveled to US. They summoned him. The legislatures in America summoned him. And when they are about to discuss how Trump will come and intervene in Nigeria, they also invited him. So if you go to the United States legislature's website, everything, the testimony of the man is still there. So they are doing the best thing they could.
Yes,
so that is what.
And we did too. Even if on the website there, you will still see the testimony of our acting prime minister of government, of Biafran government in exile. We are doing the same thing. We are the one that is drawing Trump attention.
Yes,
We
what
have
I'm
a
saying,
lobby.
what I'm
We have a
saying is
lobby.
that, yeah,
Layers. Yeah, we have the layers in Washington.
what
That is
I'm
the job that
saying,
it's been doing.
what I'm saying is that this is for everybody. It's not just
Yes.
for one people. We really need to think generational. We really need to think how to solve this once and for all. I hope
And
you
that's
get
what
me correctly.
Nnamdi Kanu is fighting too. Not just for Biafra alone. He wants everybody to be free. So thank you, my brother Mazi Okocha, for what you're
Thank you.
doing.
Thank you,
And yeah,
sir.
we'll keep pushing. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, that is a very long talk. We exhausted his time. Mr. Christian, Happy New Year, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Happy New Year, brother Okocha. How are you?
I am fine, sir.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Yeah, I just I have this opportunity. I said, okay, let me contribute slightly. I hope my voice is coming out clearly.
Yeah.
Okay, so as regards to your question, I have also been following what's going on in Nigeria. It's sad. It's really sad because I will try to put everything in one piece so that, yeah, when I see the P2Bs of this world, P2B, from our place, and some others, whether Sowore or whoever it is, what Nigeria need now is not party creation, it's not carpeting from PDP to SDP or whatever. You know, there is a serious problem. There's serious stuff going on. But when I look at all this bunch of people, trust me, these guys are evil. You cannot put it any other way because anybody that is human enough, it doesn't matter any part of the country you're from. What they should be talking about is how to bring the various regions and deal with the problem that is going on, because the United States and Israel, they cannot sit down and allow what is brewing now in Nigeria to foster, to continue, because it will affect them, and they know. And you cannot sit and watch just because it's not happening in your country, therefore you let it continue. But it will come and hit you. We've seen it. It has happened in the past, and it's happening. Nigeria, whoever they invited the problem that is facing them now. We know that Hamas is a worldwide recognized terrorist group. Nigerian government invited Hamas into Nigeria. Hamas that sworn to destroy Israel. So what do you think we're going to happen? What do you think will happen when you invite Hamas senior leaders into Nigeria? Everybody saw it. There's a video of it. We don't make things up. So what do you think will happen? The world saw it. The Israeli ambassador to Nigeria was telling them that this is so wrong, that these people sworn to destroy Israel, and you are inviting them. They are recognized worldwide as a terrorist group. You invite them. So that is what is happening now. We continue to write. We continue to make our voice and our advocacy known to the Israeli people that we are 100% behind them. As Biafran, we are behind them. As United States under the control, we are behind them, because these things that P2Bs are doing. I saw the meeting they had when he crossed over to ADC. These are just distraction. Because some of them, they have different mundane reasons why they are doing what they are doing. Some of them, like P2B, probably believes in his or her that he probably has committed stuff that when Biafra comes, he will have to have a question to answer one way or the other. So that umbrella of cover they see is Nigeria, even though he knows he's not. What P2B go do? He can't even. And nobody. Wait, so
for me, just as I used to say, everybody have different, ideology. Everybody have. Maybe P2B believed that a new Nigeria is possible. That if he finds himself in the position of authority, that he can change things, he can make things happen. That is his belief. That is his ideology.
But it's also incumbent upon us to call them out, because first of all, what they are doing is inimical, is tantamount to our freedom. I know that now, and I also know without a doubt that he cannot make any difference. He can't change nothing. I know that, because tell me, what do you think that P2B will be able to do on his own to deal with these terrorists that has taken over Nigeria, that's in charge of Nigeria? Nothing. They're just all going there for one reason or the other. That is not hateful for anybody. There are some who are doing this one Nigeria thing, crossing to ADC, maybe because they are from a region where they don't know where they will want to fall into. Maybe they will fall into Dudua or fall into Arewa or fall into Biafra. They haven't really quite make up their mind. So they see Nigeria as that umbrella cover for all of them. One Nigeria, one Nigeria. One step forward, three backward. This is the problem of Nigeria. Now it has reached a point that it's going to consume all of them. Let them continue to lie to themselves. Because like I said, the urgent thing that is needed, the priority now is to have sat down, call out the regions, and those who want to leave are free to leave. Because this country was created without the consensus of the people. It was forcefully amalgamated by the British. We have to see, that is a fact. It's not like people came together and say, yeah, we are one, let us create one country. No, it was forced on them. So this is the priority. Sometimes you have to prioritize. As it's going now, maybe they think that it's finished, that America has finished, that they are wasting their time. Israel is going to intensify it because they know the consequence of a continuous terrorist organization like Nigeria. Nigerian government, now, this Bala Mohammed, in a ID country, he will be arrested, he will be tried, and possibly because this is treason. We saw it. Again, it's on record. When he said that they opened the border, they brought all the Fulanis who are not Nigerians. You play the video. Yeah. I saw that video and it was very telling. That video is not now, it's a long time, but it's very, very important that how do you do that? Is treason. You and this terrorism, they brought it. It did not happen overnight. They brought it. So and now, Tinubu, I don't know, maybe Tinubu is caught between a rock and a hard place because they know, but it's also part of it because it was under Tinubu that Hamas was brought into Nigeria. So, my brother, thank you so much. I just want to say that, look, P2B, these guys, they are wasting their time. I know what they are doing. I understand the game so well, but it's going to consume them. Mark my word. I told you.
For me, just what they believe. You know, I leave everyone to what they believe in.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I'm just saying it. It's what they believe, but that same thing they believe is going to consume them because Nigeria, there's no way further. Absolutely no way further. But let's continue to patch it. Thank you, my brother. God bless.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Christian from the United Kingdom. I really appreciate you, sir. Thanks for joining us. All right, Mr. Bondo, I think you are home now. All right, let us go to Mr. Ogboda and now come to you, Mr. Obondo. I don't know if okay, Mr. Ogbodo, you can unmute yourself. Good evening.
Good evening, sir, Mr. Okocha.
Okay, just a minute. I have been seeing a lot of calls from here. I have a problem connecting my WhatsApp to this. Please, for those of you who are calling me on WhatsApp, you can just tune into the screen. Let us talk here, please. I'm sorry about it, but if you maybe after the broadcast, I can respond to messages over there. But let us just focus on the screen. Okay, over to you, Mr. Ogbodo.
All right, thank you, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
About this case, in fact, I've listened to you a lot, and in fact, with a lot of news, a lot of broadcast and news all over. So what we are saying is very practical. I don't know why some set of people in the country, matured men, people that can reason very well, they'll just decide to deceive themselves. People are crying and people know some persons are not touched. So this is just this very simple. If they don't want this country, in fact, what their opinion, their desire is that they don't want this country to work. Everybody is just building on his own corner. Everybody is building on his own corner, building his own state, having his own army, having everything for himself and for his family. So this is the type of country we are living in. We are living in falsehood. This mirage. It is not something that we can discuss and we can say, okay, we can. I see people that when I discuss with them, they say, Nigeria can handle this. We cannot handle this. This problem is beyond us. It's beyond us. So thank God that the world is watching and the world is reacting to this problem. So it's better. Let them come and settle this and settle it once and for all. People are tired. People are hot. In fact, people are living in hell. And what they do is to amass wealth, build future for themselves and thinking that they are going to survive all alone. So this ideology is quite wrong, and we cannot continue to live in falsehood. So in nutshell, life, I always tell people, many people are mad, but just few are naked roaming the street. So the extremists, I don't know the type of ideology they have. I don't know the type of mindset they have. I just look at them as people that are mad. So these things we should not be talking about. Let them come, and if we need to part way, let us part way so that peace will reign. People will go their different way and begin to build on themselves the future that our children will enjoy, will cherish, will live in. Let us stop living in falsehood. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. Okay, Mr. Obondo.
Okay. It's not real.
Hello, Mr. Marcel.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm cool. And you?
I'm excellent. In my village in Anambra State, Newi.
Okay. So how is Anambra today?
Well, fireworks are up, and
I can see you are enjoying your Christmas and New Year celebration.
Yeah, Mr. Marcel, in Asuibo, do you speak Igbo?
I speak my language, and but I wouldn't want us to speak it because this is a public opinion place where everybody comes. So there are some people who may not understand what we are going to say.
All right, that's fine by me. Okay, so straight to the point that I have today, and as a spiritualist, as a spiritual leader, I'm just going to keep things in the spiritual realm. I'll just leave it there. You see,
you like spirituality so much.
I am a spiritual leader. I'm a writer of religion.
I understand, but also related to physical, so that we that are in the physical, we also know what is going on in the reality.
Yeah, but you use that word reality. But we in the spiritual realm, we cannot separate both sides because things, you use the word cabal. You say that the seat of power is occult. You see, the seat of power is not Aso Rock.
I said so. I said so.
Yeah. So where is it? Is it in reality?
Yeah.
Let's laugh. Let's take a laugh. Let's take a laugh. Anyway.
All right. Let us focus on the business of the day, Mr. Obondo.
Sure. Okay. So, let's go. The question you're asking today is about Israeli intervention. Am I correct?
Yeah, not just intervention. They are setting up a kind of a NATO something where people who believe that religious freedom should be respected, we join together and fight people who are persecuting people for Christian or for religious reasons, to say.
Sure. So, and you see why we have to stay spiritual, because this debate is a spiritual debate. And I will tell you something, my friend, Engineer Marcel, I will tell you this. Listen carefully. This is a very, very serious issue that we're discussing here, because I was talking to Awimbu the other day that he is not aware of Christian history, because when people on his echelon are not even aware of Christian history, then it becomes an issue, because if Awimbu is not aware, who will be aware? Anyway, what am I saying? I'm saying spiritual freedom, religious freedom. Onyekwanu bu Netanyahu. Why is Netanyahu talking about freedom to practice spirituality when once upon a time in this world, If you did not become a Christian, you will be killed. Christianity.
Okay, you just ask a question. Let me answer it quickly because of time.
Okay.
So the interest of these people is what they already made known to the people. And so many Nigerian politicians have already confirmed it, that there is an interest to turn Nigeria into a terror stronghold. Don't forget about what happened in 9/11. You know, the people who hijacked Americans' plane, they were not trained in America. They were trained in other countries, Osama bin Laden guys, and they carried out the attack. So the threat here is this. If Nigeria is totally hijacked as planned and they turn Nigeria into a terror stronghold, well, the whole world will be in trouble, because as they have started using resources in Nigeria, and like they are mining in the and they're using it to buy bomb, manufacture guns to kill people. Just imagine if they take total control of Nigeria, what is going to happen? So these are their interests.
So hold on there, Marcel. So what Ubulu is saying is that we don't need to talk about Nigeria, because Nigeria as a country is a terrorist nation by definition, meaning that Christianity is an invading religion, meaning that we're talking about the invasion of Nigeria. That's the second-hand topic. The topic we're supposed to be talking about is the foreigner who is the Christian.
So, in a nutshell, what are you saying?
In
so
a
that we can go to the next person.
In a nutshell, what I am saying is that the solution to what we are facing in Nigeria and the African continent as a whole is a spiritual situation, meaning that we need to discuss what Christianity is. The problem is Christianity, not Islam. Islam is authorized in what they are doing because we want to forget that Christianity was the form of Islam. So we need to focus on the main guy here, who is Christianity.
All right. We'll focus that on our next broadcast, but on today we are focusing on the reality of the topic, sir.
No problem, but Marcel, what I'm saying in essence is that the earlier we start to talk about who Christianity is, you see, who are these people that are profiting over the minds of the people? That's where the main issue is, not in Islam. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Obondo. Thank you. I really appreciate. Mr. Chichi, I don't know whether it's Mr. or Mrs. I don't know. Is it Mr. or Mrs.? You can unmute yourself. Are you there? All right. If he is not there, we can go to Mr. Greg. Mr. Greg, good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, Mads, good evening again. I'm back. Yes, just to add a little bit, sometimes our people pretend as if they don't know what is happening, just like this last guy that spoke now. When somebody say he's spiritual, and they cannot even define his spiritual level or what he means by spiritual. So you say you are spiritual. Tell us the history of that, your spiritual aspects of what you believe. So if you believe in tradition, give us the real spiritual aspect of the traditional belief and the spirituality of our traditional belief. You cannot even come to the end and define it as a spiritual person. But these are the others born Islams in Igbo land. So when they come, they will start pretending. They will not. He doesn't want to define himself and what his religion is all about. But that is not my case this time. So what I am saying is this. Nigeria is the only country in the world that lies to themselves. We lie too much to each other and pretend, knowing fully well that something is not working, and we'll be pretending that it is working. So people is against Israel, people is against America, but those people who is against Israel and America have not even any solution. They don't have one single solution to their problem. They cannot even bring one single solution, but they will be targeting people who are ready to do something. These are the kind of people who have, especially in the eastern side and those middle belt. So, like the middle belt people who went to America to cry, they don't know their stand. They don't know if they should stand on their freedom as a country. They don't know if they should continue with one Nigeria. They have not defined their problem. They don't even know where they belong. So if you went to America and cried that the Fulanis are killing you, the Islams are killing you, and you have not brought solution to the America, this is what you want. Because they will continue to kill you. If America come and fight and pursue them today, tomorrow they will still come back. So what is your plan as a Benue and the Plateau people? What do you really want? Just as the Biafra people are defining what they want freedom. So just like one of my brothers said it here, if they are crying and they cannot boldly enough say, we want to be on our own, that is, they have not bringing any solution. So just like the Biafra say, we can no more be with these people because they are clean us and we stand on it. So if the Benue and the Plateau and any other part of the country cannot stand on their feet and say, this is what we want, then let them remain one Nigeria, but we are not ready to remain one Nigeria anymore. We have suffered enough. Biafrans have been humiliated. Education, we suffer politically, we suffer religion, we suffer business properties, they destroy for the Biafrans. So what are we still doing in Nigeria? That is the question. So the Benue people now, they're only suffering the killings that Biafra have been suffering for years. Their business has not been destroyed. So this is the thing. So they don't even know where they belong. We have taken a stand and we remain with that our stand. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Greg. Okay, let's go to the next person. CNEI, you can unmute yourself.
Hey,
Tell us your name and where you are joining us from.
Mazi, Ekelemge.
And also. Good evening, sir.
Evening. My name is CNI. I want to chip into some things. This is the first time, or this is the second time I'm saying it.
Okay.
Now, Bible, in the Bible, there's something that has been written in the Bible that says, when I shall come back, no man on earth shall know when, the time and the hour. Christ was saying it. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I'm at where now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Forgive me if I have to mix my words. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, on a lifestyle on a DB. He has this lifestyle. Mse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, MNK.
Yeah.
A lifestyle on a B.
Okay.
Then
you say you have a lifestyle.
No, a lifestyle.
Okay.
On a DB.
Okay, you can just continue with English so that everybody will understand what you are saying.
Okay, fine and good. Then, if you come down to the Bible, only two people are living the lifestyle apart from Christ. John the Baptist and Elijah.
What kind of lifestyle is that?
Look, let me just get down first. I don't have to hang up in the air. I want our audience to understand very, very well.
Okay.
I'm not talking about Israel or America in terms of your own topic, but I just want to make this obviously. Before Christ came, John the Baptist has been saying it. That there is a man greater than him that is coming. On no one day, John the Baptist agoropata no prophet John the Baptist has never called himself a prophet. Neither Elijah has ever called himself a prophet, but rather they
You
keep
have
saying,
just 3 minutes left, so you have to summarize it too.
no, fine, I'm good. I know where I'm heading to. So
All right.
now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never come one day to call himself a prophet.
Of course.
He has never. But there is something that is unique about that particular man. Whatever he has said has come to pass. From A to Z has come to pass. Then let me switch over now to yours. Why is it that he keeps saying something about let's mobilize and wage a war? But most of us think that he is talking out of point. Now, what is going on? N'Igbo, a na-asị onye na-azọ onwe ya na-azọrọkwa n'isi ụmụ ya. Why did they put him in jail? Because they know very well, if I thought he's outside, all this nonsense will not happen. The last, but not the least, can we please and please, for the Igbos, next coming election, let us sit at home. We don't want if they want to do an election, they should go ahead and do election. But for our own side, we want to make a statement.
Yeah, but we are not discussing election here.
I know, but I know what I'm saying. Yeah. I know what I am saying because he said it long time ago, 2013. That was what he said. But most of us have forgotten.
Said so?
So please and please, let me use this medium and beg the Southeast region on the election day, let's sit our acts at home. Thank you very much.
Why do you say they should sit at home?
My dear, they are playing politics. The Nigerian government are playing politics, which most of us in Nigeria does not know.
Yeah, you see, the issue of all those things, I don't put mouth in it, and I have a reason why I don't put mouth in it, because I'm a kind of person that after telling you what I know, you use your conscience to do what you want to do. You understand? I can't tell anybody don't do this or do this. I will only tell you the reality. I'll bring out the news, what is going on. I do my investigation. I tell you the reality on ground. Then use your God-given mind and brain to know what to do.
Okay,
so
let me put something to you. Let me put something to you. Okay?
Yeah.
The aircraft that was seized in Burkina Faso, why do Nigerian government lie to the masses and tell them nothing happened? Are we aware that the aircraft was carrying drugs?
I'm not aware. I heard about it. So what?
You are not aware.
I heard about it and I talk about it. So okay. I'm not aware, like knowing it. You know, most of the things I talk here is what I know, not just only what I hear.
Okay.
So
now
I receive it as a news.
Listen. The bomb has been struck in Sokoto. Why was the bomb struck in Sokoto? Are you aware that the place the bomb struck was underground warehouse?
What I know is that the places they struck was a terror targets, whether underground or on the ground.
It is an underground warehouse. It is
warehouse
not only
of what?
a terror target. It was
warehouse
underground.
Of what?
Underground warehouse.
Of what?
Of the Fulani herdsmen. of the
So
caliphate of
you
Sokoto.
don't know what they call terror target?
Look, terror targets where I come from, okay, is like where they come down to assemble and do their
No,
normal thing.
no. Your house could be terror target.
That is what I'm talking about. But where the strike was is like a museum of ammo.
That is a terror target, sir. That is called a terror target.
Okay. Let's leave it that way. I agree with you. Understand? My own language is totally different from you, but we are thinking of the same direction. I don't know if you're getting me. So
All right.
let me keep saying it. We, the southeast or southeast region, we are not comfortable. If they don't want us to go, the best killer machine in the world are southeast. I'm saying it.
What do you mean by killer machine?
Have you watched Robocop?
No.
You've not watched even Terminator?
No.
Okay. So now, if you can fight the world powers for 3 good years with you producing your ammunition, it's called a killer machine.
Okay. You are referring to the Biafran War?
I don't want us to go back. I don't know if you understand. The best killer machine in the world are from the southeast.
Anyway, I do not get the context. Nnamdi?
If you don't get the context, I think people, the masses alone, some few has to like get the context.
All right. With that, we come close to the extension of your time. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. I know that here is a public opinion platform where everybody can come and talk what is on his mind. At the same time, I want the viewers to also know that whatever someone is saying here, so the person is entitled to his own opinion, and that is his opinion alone. Okay? So let's get that clearly. So whatever you say here is your opinion and your opinion alone. All right. We are going faster to make sure we bring everybody online. Sorry for those who are trying to reach us through calls that we did not open our line. So Gochuku, unmute yourself and tell us where you're joining us from.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening from here and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, sir. Good evening, sir.
Thank you. I'm joining you from Venice.
All right. Please, sir, I would not like us to deviate from the topic like the previous guest. So let us focus on this issue. I am trying to look for or search for public's opinion, what people are thinking regarding the statement by the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. What is your take on it?
Yeah, I want to commend you once again for your efforts in carrying us along. And may God continue to strengthen you in all you do. So coming to the comment from the Israeli Prime Minister, I think I've come across that statement on social media as well. I don't really see anything. What he said is exactly what we are longing for, because generally no one is safe anymore in that contraption, called a country, called Nigeria, whatever. Nobody is safe there anymore. But one of the most scaring thing to me, like one of the previous persons who speak earlier before the spiritual man came in, the brother really made a lot of good points. I share his passion, I share his view. And the idea of P2B still, dangling around, and most of our Eastern politicians try to, make mess of our yearning to be on a safe environment to secure our life and properties and live our normal life without any fear of anymore, like we normally used to do. Because I can't imagine anyone traveling by night now from Lagos to East again because of the situation we find ourselves. And this is something we normally enjoy. Some years back, suddenly we are all being scared, behaving like strangers in our own father's land, as if say when you are moving around, you are even afraid of your own siblings, directly or indirectly. Because
that
of
is
what
true. You just reminded me of something. I was working with these people doing power line in Ekpa in Lagos State, and that day they called me that I should come back to Delta State because we are going to participate in the training of people who are going to conduct election like INEC ad hoc staffs. So after the work that very, they have to go and stand along the road just to wait for big buses that are going to Delta State or the Southeast. I boarded the bus. Like, if it is now, I can't do that.
and
I can't do that now.
Those days we do it deliberately as a fun, just to catch fun. You buy relax. Maybe you have 1 or 2, 3 more friends with you in the bus. You'll be making noise until you get to Onitsha. No, without. I wish I've traveled through that system many times.
All right, sir. So
however,
because of time, just summarize
what I'm talking. So what I'm generally saying is that our politicians are not helping us. They have never ever helped us for once, and they are not even willing to help us even now. Considering the fact that Obi keep, our brother Peter Obi keep on being our major distractors, and all this confusion.
For me, that is what everybody, I don't like interfering with what people believe, because they themselves may be looking at you, and like them will be looking at you as a distractor as well.
Yeah, excuse me, sir. What is the fact here is that like somebody was saying something about spiritualism here. I want to equally make it known to us that we are not talking about religious war here. We are talking about our life. We are talking about our right to be alive before being spiritual. It's only believing we go to church and pray and God will answer. God will no dead man go to church and pray. No dead person practice spiritualism. So all these men we are talking, maybe is the conflict. We are here dragging conflict of interest. Is there something like conflict of interest? Nigeria has never been one, and it will never be one. And there's no pattern. The pattern they are even following is even making things even worse. Now we are through that spiritualism now. America decided to divinely intervene. Israel is equally showing interest to intervene. Whatever may be their interest for intervening, whether to prevent another terror camp like what led to 9/11 in the past, who wouldn't be okay by that? It was what happened in 9/11 a good thing? People lost their life. If those souls were to be alive today, wouldn't the world be a much more better place? So what are we talking about? Sometimes all these political pay agents will come here and start even helping all these politicians helping to hype up these people who are setting us backward. You're telling me what haven't they got? They are not. They have the whole security. Let me tell you something. They have captured us for very long time ago. We are people. We are now. We should now be praying for rescue. It's just like somebody who is in a kidnapping den, calling his people to please. They say, make you bring in, like the other young man they wasted few weeks ago, who come from Ekiti axis, So therefore, how can we be seeing all those things and still believing that this is a place to be proud of, a country to be proud of? Please, let us be factual. Let us be honest for ourselves. Let us stop lying to ourselves like many of us are speaking here. Everything that Nnamdi Kanu was talking about is all about how to, save his people.
It's all right.
Kill from being wasted in this same manner. Someone Ekpa came up, the same thing, they cried out. They locked them up. Now, somebody outside them, outside us, suddenly felt concerned. At least he will save our life first before he begins to negotiate for that interest for which he might have prompted them to even come in the first place. He must save people. They will negotiate with people after saving them. Is it not so? America is not coming to save the dead. It's coming to save the living.
It's all right.
So please let us allow them and let us give room. Those of us who are crying here today about Mazen and the Kanu, how they love Biafra to come. For your information, I stand here to let us know that Biafra referendum that was conducted some years ago was not a child play. Biafra is already here. If you want us to unite, let us unite under what we have already at hand. Let us stop chasing shadow and remove all this our rancor and hatred we have our ones ourselves over too no, over too rich, Odogwu. Everybody want to be Odogwu. Nobody want to a humble land to at least live a life that is higher than Odogwu.
Right.
So let us be rest assured that division is the key. This is the point. If we want to remain alive, let us everybody go their separate ways. Israel are highly welcome. Thank God for Donald Trump. He's doing a good job. Let the looters continue to maneuver from one party to another party.
Time.
Yeah, thank you. I understand. Thank you so much for the privilege.
Right.
And have a blessed days ahead. Thank you, sir.
All right. Another thing with the issue of people's opinion is that when you are thinking that maybe you are correct, another person is also thinking that he is correct. Another person will also be thinking that he is correct. So that is why we actually take time to know what people think, and at the end we arrive at conclusion. Anyway, let's do fast to make sure that we reach as many as possible. Just to remind people again that we are not taking calls, so you can join us live here. Mr. Ugochukwu.
Okay. Happy New Year, Mr. Marshall.
I wish you the same. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you once again. I am Ugochukwu. I'm calling from Greece.
All right.
I want to say there is something I want to contribute concerning two things some people said here. One of the person that contributed that was saying that we don't need to participate in election. For me, that is wrong. Because
I told him that we are not discussing election over here. So let us focus on the topic.
I just want to, yes, I know. I just want to chip in just one thing. I will not go far more than that. Yeah. It's wrong, and it's very, very wrong, because if you do that, they will impose somebody somebody else. So It makes no meaning. Secondly, there is another person that contributed, Mr. Bulu, who was talking about spiritual and that Islam is not the problem, Christianity is the problem. I just was laughing because he's blind. The truth is, when we talk about inversion of Christianity or whatever, he should go and make research. One of the reasons why the Romans started the Crusaders was because of Islam that wanted to invade the Europeans, and that was one of the reasons. Now, again, I am living in Greece. Greece was colonized by Turkish 400 years. So when somebody who don't understand what Islam is all about will not understand, maybe because the person, his own person, his family members has not been killed, therefore he will begin to say whatever he wants to say. For my own opinion, whatever Israel, if they say they are coming now, I just want it to happen now. My own is I want a lasting solution. If I believe that even though I love Nigeria, but looking at the way Nigeria is structured, we are not one people. We don't have one ideology. The South have different ideology. Why they not have different ideology? So it's like coming to force somebody into a marriage that you know that it can never work. So therefore, in my own opinion, whatever, anything that will bring a lasting solution is what I want for Nigerians, because a lot of people have died, a lot of people have lost their life in this whole thing. So I just want whatever that will bring a lasting solution. And as Israel said, they are coming to help. I am of the opinion, my own opinion, I support it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, without wasting more time so that we can get to everybody here, Mr. Chich, you can unmute yourself. Thereafter, we'll go to Stay Humble. Are you here? Okay, if he's not here, let us go to Stay Humble. You can unmute yourself. Good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is my second time joining the live program. Yeah, but
Okay.
Sute, you've been doing a great job, with the updates and videos, which you said in, I think, the last video, that you make these videos for warning, just to inform Nigerians what's coming along, that they will be mentally and psychologically prepared. So regarding today's topic, really, I think people should actually stick to the issues, because
Exactly.
In this show, and there are also many young people, and they watch these shows sometimes to be educated, to be informed, to learn new things. So people should stick to it. So regarding the news about Israel showing interest in fighting terrorism in Nigeria, it didn't come to me as a surprise, to be honest, because I had long expected that to happen.
Why did you expect it to happen?
So why is why being that what is happening in Nigeria is not just Nigeria, it's not just some ragtag arms bearing boys, looking to shoot down people for fun. It's organized Islamism.
Okay.
So it's organized Islamism, and it's something that is spreading like wildfire across the world. And these people are quite strategic. These world leaders, the Trumps, the Netanyahu's, etc. They don't wait for things to really escalate.
Yeah.
The situation, despite the fact that it's lasted these 15, 16 years, it is still something that could be nipped in the bud. Because, their sponsors are people who are really, really ingrained in our polity and politics and in business, etc. And there are people that love life. Why you compare them with some of these Middle East people who don't care what happens. But some of these, they are collaborators in Nigeria, those entrenched in power. They still love life, they still love the money, they still love the affluence, they still love the right. So when you take those things away from them, they will have no option. So it is still something, it's a winnable battle, because they are still petty. They are still babies when you compare them with some of the other guys and the other part of the world. So I think it's a welcome development that Israel are involved. But because look at it. Now, in Nigeria, these people have been in power for more than 3/4 of the time, we've spent post-independence. So they have the political power, they have the economic power. Really, they have the military power. They have everything. They can surround any region and wipe them out. So I don't think that there is any other way we could tackle this than seeking foreign cooperation, foreign intervention. And for people who say they are Christians, who say, oh, look, these people are coming to take our oil. Now, these are also the same people that every morning, maybe, or in the various prayer groups, churches, etc. that they are in, one of the prayer points is to pray for security, to pray against the insecurity in Nigeria.
You understand?
God, is it that you don't have faith? Is it that you just pray to feel all right? Now that
the prayer
salvation
has been
is,
answered.
you understand my point? So it baffles me sometimes that you see people who even fast. So this insecurity, this terrorism is becoming a huge nightmare. Let us pray, let us pray. You see people really shaking their heads, praying really earnestly, and over the years, and then suddenly, how did you think God will answer your prayers? Come on, like Nigerians, I'm really, really shocked at some of our behavior. How would God answer the prayer? Is
It's
it that
okay.
the terrorists will be somewhere in the bush and stones will be raining from heaven on their head?
You just have 1 minute left, sir.
So God also works through men. Even Bible scholars, Bible students would know this, that God has always used men to do his work. And sometimes the people that he would use are people that you didn't expect. And probably people that, so some people will say, is Trump a Christian? He may or may not be, but he's sympathetic to evangelical, Christianity. And he's very serious about it. One thing you know about Trump is that he has a stand, and he has always maintained that stand. The first time he met Buhari, the first question he posed to Buhari is, why are you killing Christians in Nigeria?
Exactly.
And it's not me saying it. It's Buhari himself that said it. He told his cabinet members. So this guy is really serious about protecting Christians across the world. And I think that they will stop at nothing, in achieving that. So there is a campaign going on, if you observe very carefully, in the media. Riley Moore made a statement. He says that the Nigerian establishment owns the media. Whatever they give to the media, they publish.
Exactly.
The Lagos Ibadan media establishment.
It's okay, sir. We have just exhausted your time.
Okay. All right. So they first of all started with alleged Christian genocide. And then when the strike came in, they started misleading people that it didn't have any impact. Now that it's proven that there was serious, significant impact, they are now mute. I think we should be very careful with the information that we assimilate and try to get information from source.
Yeah.
That will help us a lot.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go to the next person. Mr. Steven, you can unmute yourself. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, good good evening, everybody.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me, and I greet everybody at this platform.
All right.
I'm very happy to be in the midst of you guys.
Do you think that the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, have pure intention of saying that he is going to, come into support people who are being persecuted, like any kind of religion, the Jews, the Christians who are being persecuted in Nigeria, Africa, other part of the world, that he's going to open a new war front in helping them? Do you think he was talking from a pure intention?
Yes. To me,
and why do you think so?
Very good. Because for years, the Israel, they have been giving Nigeria intelligence. They have been giving us intelligence. Are we using it? We are not using it. I can remember during Buhari administration, they gave them several information. Even Saudi Arabia also arrest some people. and he sent the founders of this terrorism of 18 to them. What did they do with them? Nothing.
Okay.
So they are coming to achieve now because America has joined. America has said, oh, this is what we want to do. That is why Israel now have upper hand in coming down to Nigeria. But my own fear is this. Now we all seen that Nigeria is not a nation. Nigeria is just a mere geographical area. If we, the South, wants to do it, if we, the South, want to do things now, it is now for us to now discover that this is what we want them to do. Because this is what we are not saying. That Nigeria is negotiated in 3 forms. But now they negotiated them then when we were small in population. Now, and they even say after 100 years has come and gone. But now we are now large in number. There is nothing they do, even though they come on ground, they kill, because this Fulani agenda, it is permanent in their mind. That is Turkey there, very close to me here. Do we know how many years that they have been planning until they succeeded in Islamizing Turkey?
Okay.
So this is a very good example.
All right. What you are saying is that you support it, that Benjamin Netanyahu is talking from a pure intention.
If they come down, they will still do their part and they will still leave us. Tinubu administration finish, another president can come in and say he doesn't want them. This is what we should be thinking. And this is the support. This is the rally that we're supposed to be rallying. We are not the same. Let them break the country into pieces so that everybody will be on their own. Because after Tinubu accepted them, does Buhari accept them? No. Another president can come here and say no, he doesn't accept them. They have to leave. And this terrorism will still continue. Because this Fulani, because they have a lot of Alumanjiri in their own place. So we, the South and the Middle Belt, we are the one that we need to come together and know our bearing.
It's all right.
Because the Islamic nation, they will always strive to do whatever they want. That is my own contribution, sir.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Steven. All right, Mr. Pat, you can unmute yourself. Let us make it quickly so that we'll be able to get to everywhere. After that, before we come to Madam Origin.
Hello.
Yeah. Good
Can
evening,
you hear me?
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Mr. Pat. Where are you joining us from?
Thank you for having me. I am a Nigerian.
All right. How is Benjamin Netanyahu going to do this? Is he going to fly military jet from Israel to Nigeria, or is he going to join forces with the already American troops in the Gulf of Guinea or the American military base in Ghana? What do you think about this?
If I should answer your question just as you asked, Israel have a way of, they have their way of operation. They don't believe so much in, based on what we see before now, they do more of guerrilla work mostly than, all those jet things. Those comes most times from the operations. They come most times towards the end of whatever they want to achieve. So I feel that is the kind of support they want to give. But going to the real question, which is, what's the interest and what are they coming for, and the support? I think that sometimes most of our people don't really understand what's going on. We should see things the way they are, otherwise we misinterpret things. There is a global play.
Yeah.
And if you follow up with what's going on, you will see that, because most people are having this intention. Like if you look at most people that have contributed in what you're saying. You find out that most people don't even follow to a greater extent the trend of things, what's going on.
Exactly.
So yeah, so it is only if you understand what is going on that you will know why certain things happen, and you will be guided in what you say, so you don't just end up, you know, assuming so many things, and sometimes even putting most of our people in places where, you know, making utterances that doesn't support, you know, our belief. But that being said, let me start from coming back to us locally.
Okay, just summarize it.
Yeah, it just take me like 3-4 minutes. So what I'm saying in essence is that if you come down to us locally, Nigeria has gotten to a point where it is difficult for us as a people to find our bearing, because they've succeeded to a greater extent in planting moles everywhere. But I think that what we should be pushing now at our level should be certain things that will benefit us, which is these people that come as headers, that's what they are called. We have legislatures in our respective states. Can they, for the sake of goodness, stop this cow open grazing? It doesn't take anything. In the north, they have their local laws that stop people from the sales of alcohol.
But what is going on right now is beyond open grazing and all those things.
That is the only way. I mean, that is the greater way of we knowing who is coming in and where is these people at what point.
You are right.
For today, if you see somebody in the bush, they are rearing cow, you don't know who they are. That is one side. But on the side of the global play, let me just touch it a little, because I don't know how much time I have.
We have already exhausted your time.
Oh, I'm sorry. So America have a point which they are kind of, they have something they're pushing, and Israel also have what they are pushing. Israel want to join forces with America to be able to achieve what America is pushing, so that America will also on their side help Israel in what Israel want to achieve. That is why you see these things coming up. We need to know where we are and to know what they are playing. But in all, since it is playing in Nigeria, and whatever name they call it, is in our favor, because it seems like they are fighting the same common enemy.
All right.
Based on what they target.
Mr.
Because
Patrick.
of time. Yeah, let me stop it here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you joining us this evening.
Yeah.
What an excellent submission. Have a nice evening, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, without wasting time, before Madam Origin, we have Ahira. Mr. Ahira or Mrs. I don't know. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, good evening, Mazi Okocha. Am I coming out?
Yeah, you are coming out. Are you Ahira?
Is Ahira declaration? Ahira.
I was pronouncing it like English pronunciation.
No, it's
Okay.
Ahira declaration. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for joining us. We are discussing about the interest of Israel in joining forces with the US to fight what they call a global problem from Islamic extremists. Because when you look at what is going on in United States today, in United Kingdom, it's even becoming worse, where these people are bent to saying that they want Sharia wherever they are. So these people understood that if people who came into our country, maybe to seek asylum or just to work, they are now challenging us that they want Sharia. What about people that we are amalgamated with in 1914, more than 100 years? So I think these are the interests of US and Israel on Nigeria, not to allow these people to capture Nigeria and turn it into a terror stronghold. But the question I want to ask you is this. Do you think that Israel is coming to Nigeria with a pure intention?
Yeah, Israel coming to Nigeria open another new war front in Nigeria. Is a welcome development.
Okay.
In the sense of,
why is it a welcome development to you?
Yes, because me personally, as a freedom fighter, we have been praying for a day like this to come, because Nigeria is a country that you cannot understand the way
The
they
control of
operate.
particular concern.
Thank you. So you can't understand the way where they are heading, unless if you bear down somebody like you that normally analyze many things, you bring things open for us to see, whether it's good or bad. You know, some people don't understand what is going on in Nigeria because Nigeria is a country. I don't understand how I can explain what Nigeria is all about. A country that kill the people, the population, is not a country. And at times, when I ask some people, say, why can't these people in IDP camp return to their homes? Nobody wants to give me the answer. In Nigeria, you know that some people are dispensed. There is no earthquake, there is no tsunami, there is no nothing in Nigeria, but you see people, they will leave their villages, they will leave their town, they will go to a IDP camp in a country that there is no war, according to them. At times, when I ask these questions, say, why can't these people return in their village? I'm not getting any answer. And Nigerians, they don't care about all those people because it's not happened to many of us. So, seeing Israel making move to come and whether they are coming for good or bad, it's a welcome development for me personally, because you are asking us personally our opinion. You know, my own opinion is that it's a welcome development. Whether it's for good or for bad, I don't know, but let them come first. Let's see it. After all, we have seen the worst. We can only also go on that. So anybody that is saying, because I have seen so many of us, especially Christians, they are trying to say they are coming for their own personal interests. They are coming to come and take our resources. They are coming to take this. I'm not interested. About the resources I have not been using for me. I have never benefited anything in Nigeria as a citizen of Nigeria.
It's all right. And you're about to start paying tax.
Yes.
Too much tax. Not just bundle added tax.
Yes,
it's all right, sir.
I never get any benefits in Nigeria as a citizen. Thank you, Mr. Massey.
Thank you, sir. Let us go to Madam Origin before we come to Mr. Massendinos and the rest of us. Let's just try our best to get to everyone here. Thank you, sir.
Oh, Mr. Kocha, Happy New Year. I greet everybody.
Happy New Year, madam.
All protocols observed. Let me just go straight to the point. You're asking about the America and Israel collaborating to set up a new war front to protect Christians both in Africa and the Middle East.
Yeah.
Now, I want to sound this note of whether it is, I don't know who will wake up with this education today. Maybe one person out of the 250 million people inside that British toxic cocktail. Now, let me remind them whether they're asking America's interests, Israel's interests. I think it is an aha moment for Israel because Israel had it all. They had all to protect themselves. Yet, October 7th happened to them. I think that was our salvation.
Okay.
That was our salvation because if they could have what it takes to protect, and these people were able to encroach, decimate them on October 7th, that was the day they woke up and began to listen to what inside Nigeria are screaming. That is when they began to believe that there was a town, village, 10 villages are cleared up and nobody is living there anymore. That's the day they began to believe. That is why Riley Moore came and found out that, like our brother Ahira declaration said, people have been in IDP camp for the last 10 years. But little did we know that these same people go there to still eliminate them, to wipe them.
Mm.
So by the time they finish, they drove them out from their homes, send them to IDP camp, start wiping them out. Who will take over the lands when they finish wiping them? Because I believe their intent is to wipe them also in IDP camp.
Yeah.
As we speak, how did Egypt be Africa and the inhabitants are Arabs? How many people in Egypt are Africans? Go to North Africa. Were they supposed to be Arabs? How can you call it Africa and the people living there are? So we have deceived. I don't think a lot of people are screaming, shouting about what is going on. And our so-called, to be honest, I believe anybody, I don't care who it is, even if that person look like a pope, anybody that is a politician inside that contraption called Nigeria has either is a criminal or has criminal intent. Because nobody will tell me that as we speak, they are mopping, and these people are sleeping, they are waking up, telling me about election, telling me about nominating this coalition of criminals seeking soft landing. That's all they do. They pitch their nose. As at 2023, where there was a massacre, Christmas Eve, 24, 25, 26, they went to Lagos to have a jamboree and pretend nothing is happening. And let me come to your to answer your question. America interests and Israel. It is because I remember one time, let me read to Nigerians in case they don't know. There are at least 8 international terrorist groups alive, well operating comfortably inside that British cocktail. And from my understanding, I can't quote that one, 22 terrorist organizations. And as we speak, they are beginning to see the hand of Esau and the voice of Jacob around the world. Some of them are traced to your country. So you are shipping terrorists to them. And you think they're going to go sit down. And it is a win-win game. It is a win-win. If they come in, at least they will help us see if we can save lives in our own country, while they save their own country by stopping this slew. Like somebody was saying, talking about our media. Those people are worse than the politicians. The day that Senator Ndume came out, because all these things you see that Netanyahu has come out to talk now, they have been talking to them. They have been telling them to take away. They are terrorists. They all know. They know what is going on. Senator Ndume came to tell them that America is not going to sit down when they know that there is this slew of terrorists, and you people are keeping quiet. And none of those media houses raised it up as a concern. Why would they raise it as a concern? Mr. Okocha, you're here every day. You are raising alarm. The number of people that are mopped out, houses burnt, people are sleeping, they abide in their sleep. Those media, not our media, are keeping silent. So it is a matter of let them come as fast as they can and see if we can save lives and see if we can live. Because if people say we don't want to die, they should be given opportunity to be alive. Happy New Year to everyone. I think this is a good New Year information and news for us. Thank you.
Madam Origin, thank you so much. All right. I couldn't bring a Mr. George, okay. Let's go to Mr. Masendino's before. Who is this? Let's just do it smart to making sure that we get to everyone. Mr. Masendino's, good evening, sir. Thanks for joining us. Can you unmute yourself? It seems you're on mute. Can you unmute yourself? Okay. We can't hear you. You are still on mute, sir. Unmute yourself so that we can hear you. You're off the microphone. Okay. Talk now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, but since you are still using the earphone, yeah, I can hear you, but not that loud.
All principle of that. I want to digress a little because I'm not speaking exactly concerning the matter on ground. I personally want to appreciate you.
So, sorry, sir, I don't know if you are using earpiece because we wanted to hear you more clearer so that we can understand what you are saying, sir.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Very, very faint. I don't know the problem, where it's coming from. Okay.
Am I clear now?
Okay, no problem. Okay, just go on. Go on. We will.
Bluetooth mode. I just said I wanted to digress a little because I am not speaking on the topic on ground.
Okay.
I personally want to ask my name. His name is Marcelino Sokota, and my name is Marcelino York. So on the type of journalism that you are practicing, it was just last week that I subscribed to your YouTube channel, and
All right.
I've been following since then. And tonight I just logged in and I discovered there was a live discussion, and it was talking about a current information that I just saw on the YouTube. Very people would always want to subscribe. Why they may not give you a current information, but as for Marcel himself, he's giving us a live and current information. That is what I appreciated. I said, let me log in and also get him encouraged so that other followers that have not yet joined in will also subscribe and join in because he gives us live information of current things that are happening in the country. Thank you very much, everybody.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us just to appreciate. No problem. We really appreciate that as well. Thank you, sir. Okay. There's hasting up to who is this? That is the name you are using here, and I think I'm asking the same question. Who is this? Thanks for joining us. You can unmute yourself. Thereafter, we go to Mr. Opara Don Smart, and the last person there is the bishop in the house. I don't know if who is this has unmuted himself. All right. Good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Hello, Owazi. It's who is thinking. Roll it by. Who is thinking?
Who is thinking? Okay, I didn't see the remaining part of it. All right.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Wishing all of us the best throughout this year. I want to say a special thank you to Mazi. You've really been doing a very, very good job. In fact, I don't know why you are not one of the. In fact, I'm supposed to give an award last year to the best internet journalist. I think I'll give it to you. I'm telling you the truth.
Thank you. But do you think the award is necessary? It's not necessary. No. Thank you. It's not necessary.
When it comes to investigate and giving out facts, I think you are better than all this. I'm sorry to all this rubbish in Nigerian media houses.
All right, sir. Before my device. Yeah, before my device we off, let us hasten up, okay? So let us know what you think about the interest of Israel on Nigeria.
Yes. Actually, we know how Israel operates. I think a few years ago, I can't remember, 23, 24, I can't remember. I think it was Gumi that actually raised that issue that what's Nigeria doing with Israel? I don't know whether you remember. That it was what is Nigeria doing with Israel? When I got that information, I said, aha, that means something's happening. Because Israel knows that, and it was Madam Origin that said it just a few minutes ago. Because I think so. She said, because Nigeria is a hotbed of terrorism, of Islamic fundamentalism. We know that for years. Years, the 50s, 60s, is a hotbed of Islamic fundamentalism. And if we also we go back again, whenever there is any riots or anything in the world, in Israel, Hamas, we see those in the coordinates supporting Hamas, supporting, we all see that. And with Mossad, I'm sure they are sneaked in, and they know those who are all behind all these things. So now, for them not to be safe in their own countries, they have to show a lot of interest in Nigeria.
Okay.
Because that's the best way. They cannot just fold their arms and know that some people are planning to attack them, supporting Hamas, supporting terrorism against their country, and they feel that they will never do that. So they will bring the battle to
your doorstep.
To the doorstep,
Yeah.
Exactly. You rather be to the doorstep and wait for them to come and. So Nigeria, we are in a war. I've seen this in so many programs last year. We are in a war, but it's a silent war that people don't understand. I've told people to go and listen to Dr. Obadiah Malaifa again. If they have not listened to that man was killed because he revealed so many things, and they were after him until they deleted that man. Obadiah Malaifa, we should all go back to go and listen to that man. What that man has said, revealed, is what is happening. But we should just thank God that Trump 1 minute or less than 1 minute intervention saved many lives this year. I'm telling you, saved many lives this year before the end of this year. But their plan was not what they so it was a jolt. It jolted them. How come this man decided to intervene? So it jolted them. And Israel now coming into the scene now. We change so the narrative. We change so many things.
All right.
So
thank you so much.
Because of your device, let me just stop there. But the thing is that Nigeria, it's not the same thing again. That's the fact. It's not the same thing again.
All right. That is the sad reality, though.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Bazi. Thank you, Bazi.
All right. Okay, Mr. Para. Thanks for joining us. You can unmute yourself before Smart Dan and Bishop, and we'll call it a day. Good evening, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Marcel. I'm calling from Germany. Good evening. Happy New Year.
Same here, sir.
Yeah, thank you. You are doing a good job. A great man. I've subscribed, almost a year ago, and honestly, you are awesome. Yeah, quickly. Actually, it's a good step. What the Prime Minister is talking about and Trump, but it is going. I don't think it's going to succeed because the Christian leaders in Nigeria are cowards. They are accomplices to what is happening in Nigeria. So before.
Is it because of Christian leaders that makes you to think it's not going to happen?
Yes, because they need support. They need support.
Okay. I don't think they need your support.
No. Excuse me. There's no way. Look, let us be honest with ourselves. They need the support, because this kind of war, if you throw missiles into those areas where ISIS, Boko Haram are living, and then if there are no foot soldiers there, after a while these people will regroup, because there are many of them.
So you think that they believe it's only bomb they are going to throw there?
They are going to after bomb? What then? Are they going to change regime? If they change regime, what then? The issue,
before these people started this, they knows the problem and they know the solution.
Even Master, the problem of Nigeria. Even with myself, I know the problem in Nigeria. This
You're talking
Islamism.
about Israel and America. I said
that's
they
what I'm
know
saying.
these people, they know the problem, and they know how to tackle these people.
They know them, but what I'm trying to tell you that if they throw bombs from outside Nigeria, are they going to throw bombs everywhere, every day? No. They need people to support them. They need the government, but the government is complicit. Christian leaders are complicit. Muslim leaders are complicit. That is why it's going to be difficult unless we Christians say, okay, now we're going to support these people who are trying to save our lives at all costs. Even if it means that Nigeria is going to break into peace, let it break, but let us have a peaceful and a harmonic Nigeria.
Yeah. I actually understand what you are saying very well, that they need, people's support, especially the people they are supporting. There is no doubt about that.
Yes.
I was just trying to let you know that when it comes to international politics, that there is no law. Okay, only thing they have is interest, and if these people mean what they want to do, they will do it anyhow they want to do it.
They will do it anyhow, but they will do it anyhow. But the issue is that are they going to accomplish their goals? The answer is no. Without sending.
Why no? Why no?
For example, let
me tell you this: troop on ground can't accomplish it without one thing, and I'm not going to mention that thing on a live program.
Okay, so that's why I say that you are expert on this. But my own opinion is that, for example, when George Bush Jr. invaded Iraq, they first, decimated them through the air and let us send, troops, ground troops. That's the only way you can conquer all this kind of, radical Islamists, bombing them from the air, from the sea, and without land, ground troops is going to make things more difficult for us. The issue is that, for example, Bishop Kuka was telling you there's no Christian genocide in Nigeria. Even the northern Christians are even in denial. So the people you want to help are not helping themselves. That's where the whole thing is very complex.
It's all right. It's all right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really understand your point. Okay, Smart Dan, please kindly unmute yourself because my device is about to, shut down. Let's do it as fast as possible. Okay, are you there? Okay, we might call it a day here. I think Bishop is having some network problem. Hello, sir. Are you there? Oh, no. Anyway, from the beginning of this program, remember that I said that we are having problems connecting our WhatsApp to this device. So I'm so sorry for those of you who did not listen to when I made that statement, because a lot of people try calling, but I couldn't connect them to here. So sorry about that. Try to join me live tomorrow by the same time. But before that, I'll still be updating you what is going on from around Nigeria. Good evening, everyone. I really appreciate so many of you who are still live with us. I think we may call it a day right now.
But you don't know what tomorrow brings. Speed is crazy. People dying like flies. Every day, you read about it in the news, but you don't believe it. You wouldn't know about it. And then man in the lamp like gold knocks on your door. Cause President's meeting, that's what
Well, you see, people don't know what Sharia is all about. First of all, Sharia is principles and practice of Islam. You can't separate Sharia from Islam. They are one and one. So any Muslim who tells you that he doesn't want to live his life according to Sharia, then he's not a Muslim.
Do you think Nigeria should become a Sharia nation?
That is my ambition, and that is the ambition of every Muslim in this country.
So, as a leader, governor, chairman, president, you are expected to run your affairs with the dictates of Sharia. So as a leader, governor, chairman, president, you are expected to run your affairs with the dictates of Sharia.
Item 62 says National Assembly shall not make any law that affects Islamic law. So this second schedule, so this amendment is against second schedule item 60.
Well, you see, people don't know what Sharia is all about. First of all, Sharia is the principles and practice of Islam. You can't separate Sharia from Islam. They are one and one. So any Muslim who tells you that he doesn't want to live his life according to Sharia, then he's not a Muslim, because he doesn't even know what is Islam. If you are a Muslim, you have to live your life according to